Let's see. All right, we restarted. Hopefully it reconnects or some shit. We'll see here in a moment. I don't know. Yeah, but YouTube, maybe YouTube's just having problems. Sometimes that happens.
It probably is, dude. Bandwidth has been crazy.
Yeah, everybody online, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure we still.
Can you guys on Twitch see us? Oh.
I mean, yeah, MTF said. I mean, I could pull it up. That was the thing is, I could pull it up on
Twitch.
On Twitch, see, we're right there. Boom,
Oh,
boom,
shit.
boom. That's what I'm saying. It's got to be YouTube. I don't think it's us. New whole potentially. Okay.
Oh, you said got it now.
Oh yeah. Okay, we back.
Okay.
Yeah, strange.
We back?
We
And
back.
and
We back. That was
and
like.
we back. And we back.
Yeah, as you can see, this is a live show. We don't,
yeah,
you know.
It is you guys want to wave, and now you're back. Okay, cool.
Started from the bottom. Now we here.
Well, I mean, the world is changing, and you see how we had to adapt to the world changing.
We can't be stopped.
No, we cannot.
We can't be stopped now. We a podcast for life.
With with that being said, with things changing, comic books are pretty much done for now.
Dude, I saw some info going out where apparently a lot of comic shops. I mean, because comic shops are going to be hit the hardest with the diamond closing, and a lot of them are like, yeah, we can't sustain the supplemental, the peasant pennies that we've been given by the Great Orange Buffoon. Won't be enough. I mean, I can tell you right now, people, Cali, New York, a lot of places like that, they're gonna be like, look, this isn't enough for me to be able to piss for next week. I mean, this is toilet paper money right here. That's about it. I mean, think about it. $1,200 in San Francisco. That's like 6 hours of rent.
Yeah, about
You know
6
what I mean?
hours.
And that's only if you got like a 1 bedroom, no bath, no kitchen, no electricity.
Yeah, I was gonna say pretty much nothing at all.
You got a porta potty.
Well, if that, but because
No potty though. No potty.
I stayed at this dude's spot. He didn't have a bathroom.
Yeah, bro, that's where
They
they be
have
sharing
bathrooms.
bathrooms. COVID haven.
Yeah, and so like in the building that he stayed at, they have one of those bathrooms that all the tenants get. They get one bathroom on that whole floor.
Yeah, on the floor in the
Yeah.
like at the end of the hallway normally. It's like a tiny, and this is the best part is it's not even as big as most like bar bathrooms.
Right.
It's like a tiny it's like a restroom stall.
Yeah.
With just like tiny little walls. It's hard to fit in. You got joint toilet paper.
Right.
So if you walk in and ain't no toilet paper, guess what? It's a problem. Normally you got to bring your own toilet paper over there.
Right.
And then you always have some motherfucker who got serious IBS probably that live on that same floor.
Absolutely.
It's horrible.
So official. Last week it was Diamond saying we're not distributing it at all. It went from that to Marvel and DC all just saying we're not putting shit out. Like not even for download, not even for digital. And I think what it is that the comic book companies don't want to 100% give up on physicals. And this is just my thought because I'm thinking in my head, you guys are missing out on money here. Why would you not do that? And I think what it is that they don't want people to just completely jump ship to digital, which I predicted would happen. Like, niggas is going to be like, yeah, it's done. Yeah, I'm just going to do digital now. And now the comic shops are going to be fucked.
I mean, most of the comic shops are already fucked. Many of them are. And I think that the physical also takes a toll in, because you have to think about another thing that funds, I think, a lot of the print. And the comic books just getting funded overall, and that's the merchandise. And you got to think, much of the merchandise is, I mean, it's stopped by a huge margin. All those stores, all the places where people normally pick up merch that's, I think, drives a lot of the comic sales, a lot of the movies that drive those comic sales. Like, you got to think, just funding that division of comic books, is all the money for that is stopped.
Absolutely. No, yeah.
When you ain't bringing in film money, when you ain't bringing in merchandise money the same way, How are you paying for these artists? How are you paying for these writers? How are you funding that side of the operation?
Absolutely.
And like you said, you can't even sell it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
can't.
Digital. I mean, you see what they did with the films. They pushing films back too.
They pushing everything back. Everything's getting pushed back. I was looking forward to seeing Cyborg yesterday. And the April 3rd, 2020 release of the Cyborg movie. And you know, let's be real. That Cyborg movie was never happening, and that's okay.
Cyborg? Oh, you mean was there another Terminator scheduled for this year? Wait, hold up. Homie from Doom Patrol got a movie?
No, not the Doom Patrol.
Oh, that's Cyborg.
That's.
Oh, you mean the Tin Man from the Wizard of Superman?
Oh God damn it! I don't want
Or is it the Wizard of Metropolis? Is that what the movie's called? He's the Tin Man. Then we had the Cowardly Bat.
Oh my God!
The guy who stood behind when Doomsday pulled up. The Cowardly Bat.
Pretty much. So
And
let's
then,
see. I'm trying to pull this up. So basically, all these movies got pushed back.
I mean, I felt Cyborg was never coming. Just like New Mutants. I don't think New Mutants is that movie that I think when they finally give up on New Mutants, the coronavirus will stop.
Here's Shaq again. No, that's funny. Hold on. Click on Shaq for quick. On the other one. So Shaq is saying, everybody's gonna be here, y'all caping for the extreme. What are we caping for? See, here's the deal, dude.
We said everybody fucked.
No, first of all, we said everybody fucked. Second of all, did you really want a Cyborg movie? With that guy?
Hold up.
Ray Fisher? Did you really want a Cyborg movie?
I didn't really want the Cyborg movie for him. I wanted from brother from Terminator to be his dad. That's the whole. When I saw him, I was like, okay, you guys got my attention because this is a sci-fi nigga.
Absolutely.
That's black sci-fi right there.
Now my thing is,
he like the Neil deGrasse of sci-fi for black people.
We all. He really is though. But
He really is.
we've all seen. We both just said that we like the Cyborg from Doom Patrol. Here's the deal.
Okay.
You can be a fan of something without also accepting mediocrity.
It's true.
You don't have to, beloved. You don't have to. We know you cape for DC. Say your fucking name. We know that. But when you cape for DC, that doesn't mean you just have to accept everything they give you. If anything, you should be expecting more from them.
Compliment the good. Don't support the bad. Because then you're just going to get more of it.
I'm the perfect example of this. I'm the biggest X-Men fan you'll probably ever see, and I'll be the first nigga to tell you all the X-Men movies are trash. I'll be the first nigga. I will be standing outside screaming at the top of my lungs, fuck all the X-Men movies. Fuck them all.
Yeah. I can tell you he does. He's pretty consistent with that. X-Men movies aren't trash. The best X-Men movies aren't X-Men movies.
Or an X-Men movie.
Logan and Deadpool.
Yeah. Yeah.
The best movie. Look, Deadpool used the X-Men better than the X-Men used the X-Men.
Yeah.
You have to think about that. That's a very hard concept.
Yeah. These are facts.
But the only thing I was going to say about Ray Fisher in the Cyborg movie, and this is the only thing I have to give because I just finished watching something where once again I got to see how bad somebody else could fucked up somebody's acting career.
Okay.
Have you been watching Ozark, sir?
Yes.
You know the brother that showed up this season? You know where he's from, right?
The brother. The
Old girl's brother with the ponytail.
Yes.
You know where he's from, right? Iron Fist season 1.
He is, isn't he? Isn't he the brother?
You would never cast him in a show like Ozarks.
And
But
he
guess what?
killed it.
That motherfucker, when you have good direction, you get to see what an actor's truly capable of. And it's things like that that make me think. Because remember, old boy Michael B. Jordan, he did Fantastic Four and Creed in the same year. You got to think to a moment.
Yeah.
Ray Fisher could have been a very dope cyborg. Somebody in that casting could have saw something that we might not have got to see because the movie he was in was trash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So a cyborg movie, especially if brother sci-fi nigga, film Degrassi Negro signed on.
Yeah.
I can imagine maybe we could have got something like Wonder Woman or Aquaman where it's like, well, this shines much better than what we saw y'all doing.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Under this direction. You know what I mean?
For you guys who haven't, Ozark is the best show on Netflix. Ozark shits on anything else they're doing. And it's like one of the only few ones that are still winning Emmys. Like, there's a reason for that.
Dude, Ozark this season was... Woo.
Ozark is fucking flizzings. Like, Ozark, I said it best. People got pissed at me. I said, I think I'm liking Ozark more than Breaking Bad. Even though Ozark wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Breaking Bad. But Ozark does one thing that Breaking Bad doesn't. First of all, everybody's a piece of shit on this show. Everybody sucks. It's not just Heisenberg and Jesse. Or later on in that season, just Heisenberg. No, everybody is fucked.
Yeah.
Even the police are fucked. Even the damn SWAT, even the damn IRS and all the damn the feds, even they are corrupt. Yep. You all suck.
It all goes back to one of the most interesting things when he was a kid that he figured out about people.
Mm-hmm.
And that was with the arcade game. It's all rigged.
Yeah.
Everything has a price.
That was great.
Everything, eventually, you pay enough, you'll win.
Yeah, and I like how
put enough into it, you'll win. That's how it's all rigged like that.
Yeah, I like that. One thing I like about Marty is that he thinks how Heisenberg was with the drugs. Marty is with the money.
Mm-hmm. Well,
like, he knows how to get people on his side with money.
Well, no.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, Navarro hit it best. He doesn't. It's not about the money.
Okay.
Because that's
he just
simple.
wants to win.
He wants to win,
and he knows, and he uses the money to win. Yeah. Like this is not is not a spoiler because they do it in the trailer. The husband and the wife, they're going to a therapist, and then you find out that Marty is paying off the therapist. So that he will take her side more, his side more. And it's funny because before they ended, the wife said, "You always take his side, like you always take his side." And you're thinking, "Well, Marty's right," but then you find out he's paying her out. So I like that little transition. I gotta get into Ozark during this quarantine. MTF, I'm not gonna lie to you. The show kicks off very fast. And you're gonna, by the end of the day, you're gonna watch every episode, and you're gonna be like, "Holy shit! I just breezed through that."
It's probably one of the most rewatchable first episodes of a show.
That first episode, I was like, "Oh!"
You start off
you hit the ground running.
Whoever's writing this is doing a very good. Like, it feels like it was written thorough. Like, it doesn't feel like somebody wrote a season and then is tacking on to it. It feels like somebody legitimately developed a character, a series of characters, and is taking you on a journey.
Yeah.
And it's a very good feeling in that one.
And the best part about the show is that there is no right side here. Everybody is shitty. There's times when you feel bad for Marty, the main guy, but then he'll do something, you're like, bro, you're shitty. Yeah. And then he's like, "Well, I'm just doing it for my family." And they're like, yeah, we get that, but you're kind of fucked up, bro. But then he does fucked up shit to other fucked up people. But then you feel bad for the people he does fuck shit to. Then you find out, wait, you're just as fucked up as he is. Yep. Like, wait, everybody is a piece of shit on this show.
Survival of the fittest.
Everybody just sucks. On this show.
Very realistic.
I'll just show you, MTF, I'll kick it off like this. The show starts with him. He's an accountant. And he's talking to these people.
Let him get in.
Okay, fine.
You can't get, like, look, where we're at, he won't get into it for a while.
It's a quarantine.
You know what I mean?
Okay, fine.
He gonna binge
just
the show.
Watch that shit.
Let him get into it.
And then watch Tiger King.
Look, keep it 100. He said Tiger King.
Did you watch Tiger King?
I haven't finished it.
Okay.
We got into the first couple of episodes. We got to go back to it. It's just you can't watch around the kid because the kid likes animals, so she start like getting into it. So we got to space it out, and then of course it's quarantine, so we got other shows we got to finish out.
Exactly.
And we have, Ozark beats out Tiger.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
But yes, yeah.
it's crazy.
No,
but
it's a good successor to break. Like it continues that tradition of good show.
But Ozark is the example of learning from the mistakes of others. Because Breaking Bad to me has some things I wish they would have done differently, and those things that I wish were done differently were done in Ozark.
Yeah.
So,
Ozark is great. Witcher was great. Played the Witcher games for the first time this week and finished it and made the series even better.
I refuse to believe you beat that game in a week. I'm sorry, June. I don't believe you.
Well, if she didn't side quest and shit.
I don't, even with the side quest. That's a long ass game.
Well, it depends on how much she games. I trust me. I know motherfuckers who would sit down. Like, you remember the World of Warcraft days? I think would still go for some people. Mm-hmm. I know motherfuckers who would sit down and be like, look, dude, I can't kick it tonight. I've got 4 to 6 hour raid. We do this every Monday through Thursday. I get 3 days off. And then those days, I like the single player, kind of.
Dude,
solo it. They're like...
Trouble. I'm having trouble with that one. I'm having trouble with
main
that.
Story
That's
ain't
a
that
long ass game.
I didn't start the DLC yet.
Even with the main story, it's
still,
long.
I think it's only like 20, 30 hours.
Bullshit.
Yeah,
I'm having trouble. I don't know, bro.
Nah, bro. Witcher ain't no more than 20, 30 hours.
I don't know.
The main story ain't that. Let's see even other people saying it.
What serial Witcher? Okay. So who'd you see? Okay, you stuck with Yennefer. Okay.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? If you saw the show, you will stick with Yen.
I didn't even see the show when I stuck with Yen. I fucked her on a unicorn.
What else are you supposed to do?
I mean, the unicorn is there. They have the unicorn.
That's
shit. The main story ain't that long. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it.
You know, speaking of video games, movie stuff. You know what I noticed?
What?
So the kid's like in love with Sonic right now.
Of course.
Her favorite color is blue, and Sonic's fast, and she likes to run. So the kid's in love with Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
So I've watched the Sonic movie like 9,000 times now.
Okay.
But one thing I noticed, and the movie came out like 2 months ago, so if you haven't seen it, I'm sorry for you. But this is a spoiler, whatever. At the end, when they show Tails, you notice that Tails is wearing the same shoes that Sonic has, but not the same shoes Sonic starts out with. The shoes that he gets later from the little girl. And if Sonic showed up on Earth and has been by himself since he was like a kid, why would Tails, who's technically probably younger, even really know Sonic at that level or have the shoes? What if they're already setting up for a time travel scenario?
I believe so.
Where, Tails and Sonic meet later, and Tails probably got the shoes from Sonic, and something happened to Sonic, so Tails is coming back now to try to help Sonic out.
Okay, I'm
you know
fucking
what I
with
mean?
it.
Because if not, there's no reason for him have the same shoes that a kid gave to Sonic.
I'm
in the movie.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He would have never had those shoes at any other point in time.
I like that.
You know
I like that.
So
I'm fucking with it.
what if they're already going down the Sonic road?
I mean, it seems like that's the way they're going. They already set it up for a sequel. It's almost like they knew they had something on it.
Yeah.
I mean, here's my theory.
I wonder if Jim Carrey's gaining weight.
I don't think he would because he has the other show on Showtime. Kidding. That's pretty popular. I don't know if he'll do it, but that'd be cool if he did. But
or at least bulk up.
Or at least bulk up a little bit. Exactly.
More like the Sonic Boom Show.
But
Yoked Botnick.
Yoked Botnick. So basically, I feel like they didn't plan on having Tails originally. I don't think they planned on it, but since they went back and fixed it up, made it look better, they said fuck it. They're like fuck it. Joe, go ahead and hit them with that Tails.
Yeah, because, think about it. Based on the outcry alone, you had an idea of how many people were interested in Sonic. So, yeah, I could see them
just being like, fuck it.
And time travel and stuff like that. I mean, that works in the Sonic universe.
It does. Just give him a cosmic treadmill. And
you know what I mean? Yeah. He's fast enough for the cosmic treadmill, trust me. I think, technically, Sonic has the best speed feat so far. His beats Quicksilver. Because... you have to think about it. Mm-hmm. When Sonic did his slow motion, Sonic was not able to just move around in slow motion. He moved in slow motion at super speed while creating multiple false images and doing other actions. Remember when he was like on top of the dude's head? He was shaking the things at super speed on each side while playing with the drums on his head.
Yeah.
While everything was at basically stop motion.
There were scenes in that movie that was like, Flash movie. Do this.
Yeah. And
Like,
the best
bro.
part is, he wasn't even all the way powered up. Like, he didn't even have his electrical powers at that point.
Right, exactly.
Like, he wasn't fully powered, and he was still casually
So
breaking every speed feat we've ever seen on screen.
If you haven't seen the Sonic movie, I was just watching it. It's actually really, really solid. We can't let Bloodshot just beat everybody.
Well, here's the problem with Bloodshot beating everybody. Bloodshot's not a bad movie. If you were to actually take the name Bloodshot out and call this Dom a Fast and the Furious spinoff, it would be just like Hobbs and Shaw.
But that's
now
what it is.
It's just Fast and the Furious Dom going around telling everybody how badass he is and how eventually he's gonna fuck you up, and then he eventually fucks you up, and he does the most ridiculous shit you could possibly imagine, and death-defying. So what's happening? Well, we got this giant outdoor elevator. Yeah, we're gonna be falling off that shit as it's falling down. It's Fast and Furious with powers, which is exactly what Hobbs and Shaw is. Think about it. I mean, Hobbs and Shaw is Fast and Furious with superpowers.
Yeah, no, that's exactly all it is.
Bloodshot is basically superpowers with the nigga from Fast and Furious.
Now, Shaq, that's not gonna happen. Someone said to me, is the Flash movie still happening? Yeah, July 2022. I'll believe it when I see it. Because Flash was supposed to come out like last year. And with the Batman, it seems like as of right now, all the DC films are at a stop, other than Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Batman. And the Suicide Squad.
You're gonna get a rebuilding of and Black Adam.
You're gonna get movies coming out.
Put it this way: DC is moving more JSA than it is JLA.
It looks like they're going that way. I've read the Black Adam script, not all of it, but parts of it, and I'll say this for the bazillionth time: why isn't this just the JSA movie?
And I think about it. It's a smarter way for them to go. If they don't get Cavill did way too well as The Witcher for him to look at.
And it seems like every time they interview him, he's not interested. And talking about Superman, he's like, whatever, The Witcher.
Batman is a far more successful character on his own than he is tying him to other motherfuckers. You don't need Batman alone is $1 billion franchise.
He is.
When done right, he's $1 billion franchise.
Yeah.
He don't need any of the JLA.
He doesn't.
He really doesn't. You can do as you see, Batman, Joker made plenty of money. Harley underperformed and made plenty of fucking money.
Yeah.
Don't need Batman don't need the JLA. So that's two of the biggest characters out of JLA. Wonder Woman obviously could do it by her fucking self, girl power. She don't need no fucking body. And that just leaves the rest. And Flash is doing just fine in the CW universe.
Shaq, be quiet. Shaq, be quiet. He said, which is weird considering Superman is more popular than Batman.
In what country?
Superman hasn't been more popular than Batman since the 80s, bro.
Yeah, I think...
Since the 80s.
Think maybe 30 years of consistently having more books, spin-offs, side characters,
cartoons,
and films, much bigger box office, toys, merchandise, literally cartoons. You know how many Batman cartoons there are compared to Superman cartoons? This shit is embarrassing.
Now here's the deal.
Who runs DC?
Batman is DC. Batman is more popular than Superman. I made the argument that Superman isn't even that relevant anymore. And people fought against me. I'm still kind of staying with that. Like, for example, if Superman was on the same level as Batman, they have been recasting him like they did Batman. As of right now, we don't even know if we're getting another Superman movie. They cranked another Batman movie out immediately. There's a reason for that.
BVS was a Batman movie.
It was.
Didn't his origin at the beginning of the movie.
I'm so old. I remember BVS was a Man of Steel sequel. Remember when BVS was Man of Steel 2? Yep. Then they said, no, that was Superman versus Batman. No, then it was Man of Steel 2. Then it came Superman / Batman. Then it became Superman versus Batman. Then it became Batman versus Superman. I'm like, wait, Superman just got kicked off of his own shit. Like, wait, this is my movie.
Let's keep it 100. Joker has a higher box office than any Superman movie.
Mm-hmm.
One of Batman's villains beat out everything Superman did.
Facts.
I mean, it's realistically, don't get me wrong, like I said, Superman is a very identifiable hero. A lot of people like Superman. Superman gets a lot of approval ratings, but more people read and consume Batman.
Yeah.
More people read and consume Batman characters. Batman is more present. He has more stuff. That means more people consume Batman. Regardless of what people want to approve, regardless of what little poll you do, money comes through Batman. Yeah. Tickets come through Batman. You see more of Batman. Batman. Guess what? More impressions are done of Batman. More people go, I'm Batman. Then anybody says, I'm Superman.
We would have a Superman movie coming out, just like we have a Batman movie out, if Superman was more popular. And that's just it. That's just it. Look at how quick they announced we're doing the Batman. And after Ben Affleck said, I can't do this shit no more, they said, okay, we're going to hire a new Batman and do everything from scratch again. Yep.
No problem with it. Superman, you get a headless shot in Shazam.
In Shazam, exactly.
You might, but probably not.
They don't do headless shots of Batman. Yeah. You're not going to get a headless shot of Batman. Batman's going to be there.
Yep. Just like in Suicide Squad.
Just like in Suicide Squad.
It was still, they got Ben Affleck, they called him up, you got to come.
Yeah, he had to show up in there. Yeah. Batman revealed that he has Jail's weakness, and fans responded, well, Batman says, oh, it's fine.
Yeah. Batman has punched Darkseid in the face.
Tower of Babel gets a bad rep. Because, yeah, Batman did that, but if you know everything about Batman during that time, that makes 100% sense, because Batman had to be convinced to be in the Justice League. Batman had to be told, we need you on this team. And Batman was one of the first people to say, no, we're too powerful. We doing too much. We're on the fucking moon. What are we doing?
I am talking about character-wise, not popularity and money. That literally makes no sense.
That doesn't equate to dollars at all.
That doesn't equate to any kind of measurable thing. Like, if you're saying he's... What are you saying? I don't even understand how this factors into anything we've been talking about. More people consume, deal with Batman's world characters. Like, there's a show called Gotham. There's a show there. Metropolis had Smallville for a long time.
Batwoman.
Batwoman.
Batman woman.
Gotham.
Let's be real. Green Arrow was just Batman with bows and arrows.
Green Batman.
Green Batman with bows and arrows, and that's just. I'm just saying. But real quick, back to Tower of Babel. Tower of Babel was about more than just Batman having things about taking over the league. It's called Tower of Babel for a reason. If you know anything about the Bible, you know what Tower of Babel was about. But basically what happens is Ra's al Ghul wanted to ruin language for everybody. So no one knew how to speak, no one knew how to communicate with each other, but he knew he couldn't just do that. So he had to get the Justice League out of the way somehow.
Yep.
And so he hacked into Batman's shit and said, okay, this guy knows how to take out all of them. So the part of the Tower of Babel gets lost in Batman did all this fuck shit. Which, like I said, if you know anything about Batman at that time, that's who he was. He wasn't friendly. He wasn't, I'm trying to be cool with all you niggas. No. Batman was like, I'm here because y'all need me. Because y'all are going to do this without me, without me. You've asked me to come. I said no off rip. But then I'm realizing after them fucking white Martians came and wiped the fucking floor with you guys.
Y'all niggas got it bad.
Y'all niggas fucked up. So I'm just gonna stay around. But he didn't like going to the moon. Like they would have meetings and Batman would barely show up. Batman would be like, dude, just chime me in. Just patch me in and tell me what happened. And that's what makes sense for Batman then. I don't think that Batman would work today. I don't think it would. Because the Batman that was in Justice League, he did the opposite. He's bringing everybody together.
Word.
He did the exact opposite. So, that's just me. But that's going back to Tower of Babel. But anyways, Batman is the guy. This is me saying this. I give Batman the most shit. And even I'm like, nah, Batman's that guy.
Here, let me give you just the deciding factor here. Superman, right? Superman has literally given a right hook to every possible being in the multiverse. Multiverse eating beings made out of antimatter, right? All the way down to he's beating the smartest guy at his own plans, being Lex Luthor. He's beating Brainiac. This motherfucker is literally beating every possible thing. He is unreasonably fucking powerful. The entire universe centers around him. If you've read any Crisis book, his existence is the reason for all powered beings in the multiverse. Batman still beats that nigga, apparently.
Yeah.
That is how much more popular, more important, and more significant to DC Batman is than Superman. Out of everybody, this nigga could CrossFit train and just beat this super being.
Let's be real. Batman has no business beating Superman.
Or Darkseid. Or Deathstroke. Or virtually any other motherfucker that this motherfucker is
These are facts. These are just facts.
This motherfucker is beating Grundy with like 3 punches.
He shouldn't have that much. You know, and people said, oh, well, prep time. What the fuck is prep time to super speed? What is prep time to super speed? Anything you try to trap me with, oh shit, he's trying to trap me. Thank God I can move at like 1,000,000 miles an hour.
And here's the best part is, when for some reason, when Batman has his little tiny itty bitty rock of kryptonite, his little baby kryptonite ring, Superman is crippled. But when Metallo, who's driven off a giant chunk of kryptonite and can shoot kryptonite blast, hits this motherfucker and has him grab, Superman can apparently still fly, still use super strength, and still has super durability for a while, and all this. No, here's what would truly happen is, as soon as this motherfucker reached for that belt, the nigga that got X-ray vision, super speed, super perception, and can keep up with the fucking Flash, is gonna fly into the atmosphere and just hit that nigga with the I-beams.
Nuke him from the stratosphere.
Like, literally, he could blast the motherfucking entire city out from under this.
I mean,
you can't tell me that Superman gonna whoop Goku ass and gonna struggle with Batman.
I mean, no, it was big facts. And I didn't even want to go to the point where, humans can't just roll with kryptonite like that. I mean, I know it's a cool thing for Batman to have kryptonite, but if we're being real here, he shouldn't just be able to just holster kryptonite like that. Fucking, they gave Lex Luthor cancer.
And even if he has it in a lead line pocket, don't tell me Superman ain't look over and be like, hey nigga, what's that lead capsule on your pocket?
That's what I'm saying. And
like you got one capsule that's lead or your whole belt's lead. Bro,
what's up, Slim Shady?
Does kryptonite, is it, like, can it be held by lead? Like the radiation.
Well,
like
I'm saying for Superman not to know where it is.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because
has
he can't see through lead. But I'm talking like it still gives off radiation. Like he should still be able to feel it.
He still has to have it in another material beyond the lead.
Yeah.
And not only that, but he should also have it in another material because lead ain't the most durable material.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
you not only have to have it lead line, you got to have other shit on it. Superman gonna notice that shit. Superman, don't tell me Superman gonna be like, I'm sorry. I don't know what this Bat guy's doing, but he really doesn't want me to see it.
What's even worse is that Batman can be the Superman, but be having trouble with a damn June, let's not go there. Let's not go there because people will get mad about that. I've said it a billion times. Joker be beating the shit out of Batman.
Hey, let's keep it 100. Go all the way back to the early Batman comics. Penguins put hands on Batman. The fucking Penguin. And I'm not talking about like, oh, yeah, he just hit. This motherfucker body slammed him, overpowered him, and threw his ass off a bridge. Let's keep it 100. Prep time equates to as long as this motherfucker's whooped my ass before and not killed me, and I've got time to go home and reevaluate.
Right.
I mean, and don't get me wrong, this is why I don't say Iron Man can beat everybody. Because when you talk about Iron Man, you have to talk about all his previous fights and the armors he's evolved from those L's. That's not saying Iron Man could just show up base Iron Man and whoop anybody unless you factor in all his previous fucking fights. It's a whole different category of abilities. And that's why Batman loses most versus battles, because that nigga lost most of his first matchups. It's very specific to what he's doing onto how he takes down his enemies and his previous matchups. And like Joe said, he still gets his ass whooped by that clown.
Well, but Joker has his own privilege. I'm learning this. Joker has his own privilege. It's not even just Bat privilege. It's Joker privilege. It's Joker privilege. He kind of, there are things Joker does, and I'm kind of like, you shouldn't be able to do that. You're just a guy. You shouldn't be able to do all that.
So you don't understand corporate Batman privilege. Let me explain corporate Batman privilege.
What is corporate Batman privilege?
So Wayne Enterprises, the subsidiary of Bat Privilege, it unfortunately has a monopoly over privilege in the DC universe. So what DC has done is DC over time has split the Bat privilege into other privileges. There's Harley privilege now, which is why she was able to take on the Trinity. Cat privilege, which is why she beat up 3 Flashes. Joker privilege, which is why now there's 3 fucking Jokers.
I'm still waiting for that book. I'm still.
You gonna wait a little longer.
I know, right? They said 5 years ago.
Hey, bro,
there are 3
Jokers
Jokers
out at the same time the Doomsday Clock finished ticking.
Well, Doomsday Clock at least ended. At least got that out. I feel bad for Rebirth because Rebirth was great. Rebirth was great, and then throughout the time, DC just said, fuck all this. Fuck all this.
Yeah, it's
shit. It's crazy. But I do want to get on something while we're on the show because we're already at 12 o'clock. So so the Phase 4 slate for the MCU has changed.
okay.
Black Widow has officially been pushed to November. November 6th. God damn. That's a long time for another MCU film. Eternals, February 12th, 2021. Shang-Chi, May 7th, 2021. Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness, November 5th, 2021. Thor, Love and Thunder, February 18th, 2022. Black Panther 2, May 8th, 2022. Captain Marvel 2, July 8th, 2022. I have a question.
Okay.
We're getting at least 4 MCU films in 2021.
Probably, yeah.
Because they're already announcing 3, and I'm pretty sure the Spider-Man movie is going to drop.
Is that technically Sony, or is
but it's still MCU.
I know what you mean. I'm just saying, but yeah.
Because
but that makes it a little easier for the studios because technically.
Oh no, absolutely, I agree with you.
And 100%. Sony gonna need that.
I agree with you 100%. I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure they're gonna start filming that Spider-Man movie by the end of this year. Mm-hmm. If anything, it'll be 2022. But then it'll still be, 2022, but then there will still be 4 MCU films.
Yeah.
Now I have another question. Guardians 3 when?
It doesn't matter.
God damn.
Because even if Thor's in it, Thor's immortal, so Chris Hemsworth can come back whenever. Chris Hemsworth stayed in the gym. He's not worried about it.
Why is Shang-Chi
getting a movie?
Because Asian.
Yeah. Because
Asian.
China, huge market.
Asian.
Huge
Asian.
market. Yeah.
Asian.
Money.
Asian.
Money.
I'll take it beyond China. Asian. Yeah. Asian.
Yeah. You know what that population is like in the world when according to numbers? Way up here. Every other body, we're like in here. Asian population, way up here. So you wanted that money. You want that representation. Mm-hmm. Just like how niggas came out for Black Panther. Mm-hmm. If Asians show up for Shang-Chi in the numbers that black people showed up for Black Panther, you were talking like a $3 billion movie. Because they outnumber everybody else a lot.
Yeah. And one thing about China...
It's a lot of money.
And one thing about China, they love China. So anything Chinese, they're fucking with it.
They love martial arts.
Yeah.
I mean, especially in Old Boy is what's it called?
Simu Liu.
Yeah, he's fairly popular right now between both worlds. He's very popular as in the American culture. I think they're starting off on a good foot. If they do this right, you talking he's gonna blow niggas out the water. We're gonna be looking at some of the 90s love for action, martial arts movies again.
I'm just hoping to get Wu-Tang to do the soundtrack. I need a hip-hop soundtrack for Shang-Chi. I do. Because hip-hop and karate flicks just blends well so good. And I don't know why. Maybe it's 100% because of Wu-Tang. but it just blends so well. Like
I don't know this from, but you're right.
Like it just works. It just does. It's like peanut butter and jelly. Yeah. Like why does this work? It shouldn't work, but it does. Just like Samurai Champloo, ancient medieval samurais and hip hop. Yeah. Why does this work? It just
Afro Samurai
does. Afro Samurai. Why does this work? It just does.
It does. Do you play especially I'd say East Coast hip hop? If you play almost any East Coast hip hop, especially from the 90s, it blends with any anime you could possibly play.
Yeah.
It just goes.
I mean, if we want to go there, Asian culture in general blends with hip hop very well. Yeah. It just does.
Hey, them niggas be flyer than most niggas out here.
I mean, let's be real. Most of the, especially in Japan, they trying to be like us, like a motherfucker. They ain't got the doodle braids. Yeah. They ain't got the whole nine. There was a part of me that was like, God damn. But then I'm like, you know what? They just influenced my culture. Like, it just blends so well.
You know what's funny is I had an idea earlier. I was thinking about doing, like, writing kind of story that starts with an African, like the African nation. So the idea came from, like, you ever run dialogue in your head? Where you think about a conversation that would be cool between two people, then you start writing a universe kind of around it. Well, conversation came between the idea of a master and younger people, and the dude explaining where their fighting technique coming from, but they're African. And he starts explaining to the kid that, you know, not all of the conquests in the world resulted in one group or another being enslaved. Long ago, the Asian cultures under like Genghis Khan, you know, encountered some of the African cultures. And when we came into combat, we basically, you know, came to a draw. But there came a term of respect where our guerrilla warfare tactics, you know, kept them from advancing. Many of their single fighters were able to demolish our ranks with their martial arts. So after our standstill, we began to trade techniques where we taught them, you know, greater guerrilla tactics, which you see later in Vietnam and so on and so forth. They taught us, you know, different fighting styles that we integrated into our own fighting styles. And the idea that, you know, there's these clans that have, you know, stayed in Africa, almost kind of like Wakandan, right? But, you know, with integrated martial arts to different African fighting styles. You know, utilizing, you know, African weaponry, African, you know, but having that early cultural integration and watching that tie together. I think that's kind of, because we have, you know, you play on one side where, you know, Africans go to Asia and learn martial arts, right? But not too many people play on the side where Asians came over to Africa and integrated martial arts with African fighting styles.
Which is actually what's kind of happening now. Like, Asia's, like, a lot of people in Asia are going to, like, Jamaica, and they're going to, like, a lot of parts of Southern Africa. And
Asia's taking over Africa right now. They see the money. There's a lot of resource. A lot of the climate change that's going on is affecting Africa in a positive way. A lot of life is being restored to Africa.
I say get RZA on the phone and tell that nigga we want you to do the Shang-Chi soundtrack. Chinese already fuck with Wu-Tang. And Japan, they both fuck with Wu-Tang. Method Man said it best. In Japan, they call me Ichiman. Wu-Tang Clan, not by one. Like, they go out there and kill it. So, like, I'm looking forward to the Shang-Chi movie. I told people that eventually y'all are gonna get very, very mad at Marvel. You're gonna run out of things to complain about. Because right now, because back in the days, everyone was like, oh, it's just a bunch of white men. Yeah. Look at these movies. Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Black Widow, Eternals got gay niggas and black niggas, and Middle Eastern niggas. And now we got Asian niggas. American Chavez is on the way. Miss Marvel's about to drop. We even got green bitches. She-Hulk's about to come. Y'all about to run out of things to complain about, because, like, I agreed, but I understand how this works. Unfortunately, sometimes we have to live in the world that we are in instead of the world we wish it was. And in the world that we wish it was, Black Panther would have kicked it off. Black Panther would have kicked it off. This guy would have kicked it off. All these different representations would have kicked it off. But you know why that didn't happen?
In a perfect world, yeah, we would have had a Cap movie, a Black Panther movie, and a Captain Marvel movie in the first year. And then the next year would have been like, the next year would have kind of followed suit with 3 different other titles.
Yeah.
And you would have just kind of gone down we'd have gone down the road, and everybody would have been represented in each movie. I mean, in the DC universe, you'd have probably had Black Lightning would have probably been a little more, or Cyborg. Let's say we just stuck with what we had: Wonder Woman, Cyborg, Superman.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
I'm just saying.
That's what we'd have had to start off with, but
like I said, people call me cynical when I do that, but I'm just being real. I live in the world that we really are in.
We don't need the T'Challa Storm relationship.
I'm with it. June said in Storm, they're going to hate the T'Challa and Storm relationship. I hope to the gods they don't do the T'Challa and Storm relationship.
They don't need to. I
hated it. I thought it was dumb. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was dumb.
I got it, but they didn't do anything with the storyline that I really cared for.
If you know anything... thank you, Trizzy, and Jane Thor. Oh, man, I keep forgetting about Jane Thor. I keep forgetting that. That's okay. So here's the deal. If you know anything about Storm, she would hate T'Challa. She would hate this nigga.
She does.
Yeah, kind of. If you know anything about the character of Aurora Monroe would not be like, I ain't fucking with you. I'm not fucking with you. And the reason why Storm wouldn't do that is Storm would be like, how are you going to help the mutants? How are you going to help us? No. T'Challa would be like, oh, well, my Wakanda doesn't bitch. Yeah. Okay. Anyways.
Exactly. I mean,
anyways.
Like, she wouldn't. There is so many principles just against Wakanda alone that Storm does not support.
Wakanda's are assholes.
Why are we hiding?
Yeah.
Why are we hiding? I got sick of this shit with fucking the mutants. We should not be hiding, especially you telling me you ain't even helping black people out. And you ain't. What the fuck you gonna do for a mutant?
Yeah.
You ain't even solved the black people problem for here.
Where were you when giant robots were killing my people?
Yep.
Where the fuck were you with your advanced technology?
Where were you? None of this. Where were you with the KKK? With the giant robot KKK? I mean, fuck. Like, hold on. Like, I got 2 sides of me that's pissed at you, nigga. Just like Killmonger was right, and he ain't even a mutant.
Yeah. Now, June said, to be fair though, Wakanda had the reason to not like mutants. First off, you're right. As of right now, they do. However, there was years before that.
Yeah, there was many generations well before the whole Namor thing.
The whole Namor.
And let's keep it 100. That's still more of an Atlantis problem, another kingdom, than it is a full-out mutant problem.
Like when he flooded Wakanda, he didn't use mutant powers for that. That wasn't mutant shit. That was his people or Atlanteans. Yeah. That was them doing that. The mutants didn't do shit.
Atlanteans are mutants. Namor is the only Atlantean mutant.
Yeah.
So they're at war with another kingdom, not just mutants. So let's keep it 100. Like he said, this ain't just mutant powers that's, handling this problem. Now, if the X-Men came in and supported this, it'd be a different... Like, if Emma showed up with Namor when he had the Phoenix Force, it'd be a different conversation. But that was just Namor doing that bullshit.
Yeah.
So that's 2 kingdom beefs right there. But once again, no, the Storm and Panther thing ain't
I'm not
cool.
a fan of it.
The only I think the relationship that we need on what people want to say the black folk level is give me Adam Brasher and Monica. You know what I mean? That's something you can develop. It's 2 characters that we could definitely see more of. And like I said, let the X-Men be. For me, the X-Men could be the X-Men. I don't even need to see them in the main universe. With the Fantastic Four returning, some of the rest of the Hulk characters, you have a lot of Marvel that you could do without needing to include the X-Men. The X-Men could have their own whole thing.
Dark Phoenix powers is mutant powers. It's not.
No, it's not.
It's not.
That's an abstract universal concept. That's basically like a Galactus.
There has been beings who have had the Phoenix Force and are mutants.
Well, put it this way. The Phoenix Force is not a mutant.
Right.
It's a power. That's like saying, if a mutant gets the, what's it called? The unipower, or the, what's it called? What's that little cosmic power that everybody gets every now and then? It's called like the, Uniforce or something like that.
Oh, yeah, the Uniforce, yeah.
Yeah, the Uniforce. I forget
Captain Universe.
Captain Universe. If you get the Captain Universe power and you're a mutant, it doesn't become a mutant power.
Right.
It's a universal power. It's just kind of how that works.
Yeah. Thane, Thanos' son, had the
Starbrand is another thing. Yeah.
Starbrand. Nick Jen said.
Yeah, Thane had the Phoenix Force.
Thane. Yeah, people who aren't mutants, you know. I really want to see a Namor movie, but don't want the whole Susan Storm and Fair thing. Why?
Yep to that.
Why? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you why I'm a fan of that.
Why else would Namor come to the surface?
He needs a blonde to fuck. Here's the deal.
Earth girls are easy.
Susan Storm. Here's the thing. I like character development. I've always stated a bunch of times that a lot of the characters in the MCU have been nerfed in their MCU version, but that leads to better storytelling. That leads to better stories. I don't think the Thor that we have now would have worked in the MCU. Okay. I don't think it would have. But that's just me. But when it comes to Sue Storm is a loyal woman. She's very loyal to her family. She's very loyal to her husband. But every now and then she needs... No, here's the deal. Every now and then, she needs a reminder that she deserves better.
Ooh, okay.
She needs a reminder that you do
better.
deserve better.
What is better?
Someone who would treat her like a queen and not ignore her.
Okay. Better than somebody who has saved the entire multiverse multiple times.
You're right.
You don't have a kingdom if you don't have a multiverse.
Once again, good storytelling. You're right. You're right. Reed is great. But for him to be great, he kind of has to be a shitty father.
Well, you know, and here's the thing.
Kind of has to be a shitty husband.
A lot of people say this about, because, you know, I see the same argument about Goku.
Okay.
A lot of people are like, well, Goku kept dying, and Goku was gone all this time, and all Goku did was fight. But it's like, you have to take a look at the character.
Of course.
And number one, and I'll just give you the Goku example first, because I already had this conversation with somebody. Goku is a fucking Saiyan, not a human. Like, Reed is a superpowered being who is hyper-intelligent, not just a normal fucking person.
Yeah.
As a Saiyan, one of the best things they could do is fight. Goku had a kid that became Super Saiyan 2, the most powerful Saiyan ever to exist at that point in time. By the time the kid was like 9. That's, by Saiyan standards, that's as best of a fucking dad as you can get. Not only that, but that motherfucker kept a planet for his family to live on. Ain't no being a dad, ain't no Earth. How you gonna be a dad? And guess what? Vegeta couldn't have raised the kid if Bulma and all them were still alive after Goku's sacrifice.
Now you're absolutely right. Now he said is Reed toxic? I don't think that Reed is toxic. What I think Reed is too caught up in his mind too much.
No, Reed is too necessary for the existence of the multiverse.
Yeah.
And you have to think about it. For every counter crazy type bullshit, you have to have somebody that is that good technically for existence in the universe.
Yeah.
Other than that, you know, you do end up having problems. I mean, think about it. The planet would have been eaten. Didn't no X-Men pull up, wasn't no fucking Avengers, wasn't nobody else pulling up when Galactus and the Silver Surfer came, who could to murder everybody. Ain't no Daredevil coming out hitting that nigga with no fucking stick.
But here's the deal.
Ain't no Spider flip nigga, this shit ain't going down.
Now here's the deal though. That still doesn't make him a better father.
That's what I'm saying is he's too necessary.
You're right. There is no wrong answer here.
But I'm saying
there is nothing wrong here.
You have the capability to stop threats like this. You have to understand that in order to preserve your family,
are you telling his wife this?
His wife knows this. There are many books where she comes back to read and she acknowledges my husband may have many faults.
He does.
But he's not a piece of shit because he cares more about keeping us all alive than anybody. You're like Namor. I gotta stop you.
Namor
would kill all of you
right now. There are things that Reed can do differently but doesn't. Because that's not how his brain works. For example, look at what he did in Fantastic Four X-Men. When he put stops on his son's powers. The fuck? And he put tracers on all of them.
Oh, my nigga.
Now, I don't think he did nothing wrong. However, bruh.
Okay, so have you ever read read any of the books around probably like Fantastic Four, like 300 to 400.
I don't read comics.
Oh, okay. Well, I accidentally came across some. I came across some in the dentist's office one time. I was bored and I thought it was a Cosmopolitan.
Okay. That's a hell of an issue.
I was like, what the fuck? But in these issues, Franklin's powers, Franklin's mental locks that he had placed on himself had come off. And what ended up happening to Franklin and the rest of the world was all kinds of fucked up. He ended up started killing and bringing back his friends, wiping their minds.
I remember that.
He couldn't control his powers. So they've already gone through the idea and concept that Franklin is even too powerful for himself. Franklin has even gone back in time to place mental checks on himself because he knows how out of control his powers get. Reed is a futurist, as described by many other people.
Agreed.
Everybody knows Reed is a
Agreed.
futurist. He sees how wrong things are going, and he understands how powerful his kid might be, and he feels at fault for how his kid is because of that earlier experiment
So
that
he's
gave
a
him his
shitty
powers.
father.
No.
He's
he
a
was
shitty
a
father.
shitty boyfriend who is now doing everything he can to preserve the universe, the life of his family, and everything else because he knows how bad he fucked up.
Yeah. I mean,
That doesn't make him a shitty father.
I think that gives him a shitty father.
He wasn't a dad when he did that.
I don't care. Nigga, no.
He had the kid
Here's
later.
the fucking problem. Here's the problem. Reed Richards is flawed.
Yeah, he's not perfect.
He's flawed.
Who else isn't?
Susan.
Susan's not flawed?
No. Talk to me.
She got in that rocket with that nigga.
Oh, come the fuck on! You know who else
her
is
brother?
flawed? No. Stop the
With her
bullshit.
brother.
Stop the bullshit. The whole Fantastic Four are not flawed except for Reed. Talk to me.
Johnny Storm.
What the hell does Johnny Storm do wrong?
What does he do wrong?
What does he do
That
wrong?
nigga be playing hoes left and right.
So what? There's no laws against that.
There's entire books about the fall of Johnny Storm because how he just takes life for granted and he's a fuckboy.
How is he? How I don't see how that doesn't make
He's
him
hot-headed.
flawed.
That's
I don't
a
see.
flaw.
How's that a flaw?
It's things that he personally chose to overcome. Remember after he came out of the Annihilus event?
Yeah.
That motherfucker rule. He was like, I had to change who I was. I was a flawed individual. I became a better person. You don't do that if you don't consider yourself flawed. Everybody on the Fantastic Four has a degree of flaws.
Thing.
The Thing was in a gang.
Okay, all right. But no. Time out. Ben Grimm gets too much shit for that. The Yancey Street gang, yeah, they were a gang, but they were a good gang. Like Yancey Street.
They were good for Yancey Street.
They held it down for Yancey Street.
Right.
They held it down.
Look, that's how, Reed very much like many intelligent individuals is burdened with great purpose.
Of course. But when you're burdened with great purpose...
It's hard when the entire multiverse owes its existence to you.
But when you're burdened with glorious or great purpose, when you're burdened with that, then things like being a father has to take a seat back. That's not a bad thing, but that doesn't make it great for you.
And that's where it's hard to say, and that's where, like I say, people, they legit give Goku shit for sacrificing his
fucking
life.
Goku. That's
But I'm saying, Reed does the same type of
Okay.
shit where it's
You're
like,
right.
look, I'm having to sacrifice time with my family to make sure that the goddamn negative zone doesn't invade us
But here's the
again.
deal, he's
To
not
make
doing
sure
this
that
alone. His family's there with him.
And guess what? Every time motherfuckers got him called, hey Reed, we need you to solve this issue we got
Reed
with time
pulls
space.
up with the family.
And he brings his family as much as he can. How many other niggas take their family on a tour through the universe?
Well, in their defense, their families ain't got a visible rock power. And flames and shit.
How many other kids can say I went out building the universe with my dad?
No, that's right. And I said Ben also always wants to smoke. Well, he gotta hold it down for you.
Ben loved to fight.
I love how the Thing keeps wanting to fight the Hulk, even though he's never won.
No, he won the one time. Recently. He got one W.
When?
The time he broke his arm recently.
In what book?
I think it was Fantastic Four.
I don't read comics, so Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. I do remember that now. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I do. Which was trash, but that's okay.
It wasn't a good fight. It wasn't like their old fights, their old knockdown, drag out fights. Because one of the cool things, if you're in the older books, that I found in the dentist office, was that Hulk's base strength, I think, was class 70 or class 85, but Hulk could increase it with his anger.
Yeah.
However, Ben was class 90, I think, or maybe. So he was slightly stronger. So, like, for example, Abomination is class 100, but he can't increase his strength any more than that. So, at the beginning of the fight, Thing would begin with him. You know, because Thing is more conscious, he's smarter, you know, during the fight. He's not all wild like Hulk would get, you know, so he's out wrestling him and things of that nature. Ben also, Joe Fixit doesn't have the anger.
Yeah, Joe Fixit
increase as well as Hulk because he's a smarter character. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
But
I forgot. I remember that. I reading that now. I think I X'd that out of my brain because I'm like, fuck out of here. But that's good because I love Immortal Hulk too much. So that's just me, which sucks because now we got to get used to not reading Immortal Hulk on a monthly basis. I honestly don't know.
It's gonna be rough.
I honestly don't know how this is gonna play out. You know, they tried the Comics Hub thing, which was a good idea. So you really think that Sue is flawless? Of course not. No one is flawless. I just think that because when it comes to here's how Sue isn't flawless. Sue would murder all of us for her family.
That's pretty flawless to me.
Sue would kill all of us. We would all die.
There's only one truly flawless character in the Marvel universe.
Moon Girl?
No.
Not even Moon Girl?
She's not flawless. No. There's one flawless character in the universe. MCU.
Karnak?
Yep.
Okay.
Karnak could see every other flaw. He only makes the right decisions. I would say Black Bolt because he's considered the perfect king, and Karnak never found flaws in him. Because remember when he found the flaws, it turned out that was a scroll.
That was a scroll, yeah.
Black Bolt.
I wrote a story about Karnak meeting Shang-Chi, and Karnak has like almost a nervous breakdown because he can't see the flaw in Shang-Chi. Like he's like everything he does is perfect.
Yeah.
Everything he does is perfect. And then he has a nervous breakdown until he realizes he does know his flaw. He says, "I get your flaw now. You're too perfect. You can't get better. You're stuck like this.
You can't evolve.
You can't evolve.
This is your final form.
This is you've reached the final form, and you can't get better because you're already the best.
There's no golden freezer for you.
Yeah. And he was like, so you have no goal in your physical life. You have no goal. You've already reached it. And Shang-Chi's kind of like, motherfucker.
I didn't need to hear that, dick.
The motherfucker.
I know it. Let that be in here. Karnak never saw Scott Buck.
Well, I think Karnak would kill Scott.
Hey, but here's one of the best things. Karnak was still the best thing in that show.
Was he?
Yeah. He had out of the whole show sucked. Except for those couple scenes where Karnak did kind of cool shit before having total fuck shit. Like, think about it. It was like the coolest scenes in the show were of Karnak's. There was nobody else that was cool, well cast. I mean, it was just a shitty show. But Karnak was the best part of it.
God, I can't believe
Karnak giving everybody that work.
It's hard to believe.
No, Mephisto's actually the most flawless character in the MCU. Because Mephisto is the only being that is set to task, and only to that task. Consistent with all his motions, motivations, and everything. Mephisto never is being a good guy. He's always exactly who Mephisto is. One goal, one thing, one purpose. Mephisto. What do? Sit around and lie to motherfuckers.
Yeah. And they still do shit with me.
No matter what it is, I don't give a fuck. I'm here to corrupt and lie to motherfuckers and just do fuck shit. And you know what? I'll never give up on that goal. I'm never on the good guy side. Like, even Thanos switches sides and stuff. Nope. None of that. I am flawless in character. I'm always the fucking devil. Yeah. Even the other devils.
Yeah.
I'm the nigga that give a whole nigga, here's a hell realm. Yeah, but technically, even though I make you think you own it, and I let you thought you killed me, I own you. I let you expand your realm, and I'm taking that shit over later.
Let me see. I just said they had a battle yesterday with Lady Shiva, Cassandra versus Karnak and Shang-Chi. They're talking about Team DC romps. Folks really don't know how badass Shang is, and Karnak is Karnak.
Wait, Lady Shiva and Cassandra Cain?
Yeah.
You talk two humans. That one, Lady Shiva, I can see where people might draw out Lady Shiva and Shang-Chi. That is, or even Cassandra and Shang-Chi. I can see where people might draw that out just because both of them are considered peak. However, let's keep it 100. Karnak is a superhuman.
I thought that he didn't get infested by the Terrigen Mist though.
Karnak still has inhuman DNA, which, number one, his hands are completely callous, allowing him to shatter diamond and other materials. He can, I think he has a degree of higher strength than normal because he trained with the priests of the inhuman culture. Like, he has a degree of superhuman ability, and he has a superhuman ability of seeing the flaws in everything. Through training, he's reached superhuman abilities, which no other ones of them have reached that level. Even though Shang-Chi has performed superhuman feats, shattering builders and shit like that, Karnak is technically a superhuman.
Well, here's how I see it. All those people have to hit Karnak a bunch of times. Karnak needs to just hit you once. All Karnak needs to do, he don't have to beat your ass. I just need to see the flaw. Oh, where's the flaw? Oh, there it is. Boom. All right, you're done.
Yeah. I mean, Karnak is the deciding factor, and that's a very big decision.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's be real. Midnighter beating all of them.
That's why he ain't in the fight.
Midnighter versus Karnak.
Yeah, okay, so right here.
Talk to me.
Superhuman strength and the ability to control his heartbeat and other atomic body functions. Has the extrasensory ability to perceive weakness in objects and people. But he didn't even get that through
the Terrigen Mist.
Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. A member of the royal family of Inhumans, Karnak is the second son of the Inhuman priest Mander. Mander is the first wife of Azura, and his first son Triton into the Terrigen Mist, which produced genetic mutations. They decided not to expose Karnak into the mist, instead sending him into the father's religious cemetery of Tower of Wisdom. There he trained in physical and mental disciplines, martial arts, and religious study until the age of 18. He was involved in Kree Skull Wars and aided Daredevil, blah, blah, blah. But, and this is what I say is, an Inhuman is still an Inhuman. Most of them still, even before the Terrigen Mist, have a degree of ability. The Terrigen Mist just kicks it up. That's why, I mean, their mutation has stages. That's why, like, Trigon was able to have further advanced mutations and shit.
Bad privilege by proxy, absolutely. When they had Nightwing beat Midnighter, I'm like, y'all don't get the fuck.
Wait, no, didn't Midnighter beat him first?
No, I don't believe so.
No.
I
thought Midnighter like fucked him up, just like clowned him real quick, and then later Nightwing beat him, using the proper rap privilege of prep time. I fought you once, so now even though I shouldn't just be getting my ass whooped, just like how Batman beat Prometheus. You know, like what happened? Well, I got my ass whooped, so now I can win. You know,
absolutely.
Are Batman and them just pretty much pre-Doomsday? I lose, and then I evolve past my opponent.
He caught Grayson off guard, then he beat him. Yeah, he got Grayson off guard, and then Grayson ended up beating him.
Yeah, that's stupid. Caught him off guard. This is called just getting your ass whooped.
And I don't like how... That was written by Tom King, by the way. And I don't like how... he wrote Midnighter like he was like this horny gay guy. And I'm just like, no. That's not Midnighter at all. The best thing about Midnighter is that, yeah, he's gay, but that has nothing to do with him.
Right.
Like, yeah, he's gay, but he's still going to fuck you up. He's still going to be here to do what he has to do. He just happens to be gay. But who cares?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit that he's gay?
Yeah, he's gay.
Yeah, he's gay. All right, whatever. That's something that I hate that they're doing with Iceman right now. Every day they have to remind you that he's gay. Yeah. And they'll just have him say things like, yeah, I want to see where the men are. And it's like, dude,
yeah,
we get it, you're gay, dude. You don't have to do all that.
Yeah, well, you didn't. Yeah, I mean, you didn't do it when you're straight like that. So I mean, I don't know. I personally don't care about all that kind of stuff in comic books. I mean, I'm great that you have more representation, but don't make it about that. That's the problem with like the America Chavez book it was too much about being a stereotypical Puerto Rican character than it was about her just being. I mean, when you go punch through dimensions and move at light speed, that kind of is the forefront of what motherfuckers want to read about. I mean, I don't really just care about 9,000 sarcastic remarks that don't have any relevance in, like, I mean, what's it called? What was her name? Agent Goodhair and shit like that.
Oh, yeah, Agent Goodhair.
It was just like, he's just doing too much. It's not good writing anymore.
The Vapor Rub. I was like, the fuck is that? I had to get my Latino homies to be like, oh, that's the way we talk about Vicks Vapor Rub. Like, what the hell? Like, how the hell would I have known that? There's a way to do the inclusion and not alienate people.
And not sound corny. Like, it sounds like how they had, like, Luke Cage talking to Dr. Doom back in the day. You know what I mean? Where it's like,
where's my money,
it's kind of funny, but at the same time, it's corny. It's not good writing. Yeah. You're not going to take the character forward with shit like that. It's funny for already developed characters, but it ain't for.
In fairness, I think that was the Dolomite effect. What? Like when they made Luke Cage, he was basically Dolomite. Yeah. He was Dolomite in the Marvel universe. That's all.
And don't get me wrong.
The Falcon book. Oh God. Oh no, the Falcon book. That was the worst shit I ever read I'm gonna say in my life, but goddamn, it's up there. Goddamn. When that nigga said it's like 4 Wu-Tangs down there, and he said, I will call it 2 Earth, Winds, and Fire. Nobody talks like that. Nobody talks like this. And he named his shield Rihanna. And then even about you named his shield Rihanna? Well, I would have named it Beyonce, but she's married to Jay. Nobody talks like that. Nobody talks like this. And Tracy, don't do that. He said Iceman is not good. Now Luke Cage is dabbing. Oh, God, that was the worst dab. I said that I hated it.
That couldn't have been a worse dab than that.
That couldn't have been. Oh, yeah, and I said don't mention the Falcon book. Man, let's take it even further. Then they had him get with Misty Knight. Why?
Yeah, nobody needed that.
Why?
Nobody needed that.
Why? But okay, we'll roll with it. Then all of a sudden, Blade is here. Why is Blade involved?
Well, he's black. Well, he's black, so.
I love how every time they try to get all the black characters together, no one thinks about Blade. Blade is the Blade is the Batman to the black characters. Blade is the black the Batman of all the black characters. He even wears black leather.
He even wears black leather.
He wears black
leather.
I mean,
Wesley Snipes set him up well.
Yeah, I just you're talking about the one he's from Crooklyn, better known as Brooklyn. That's what he says to a bad guy.
Well, he's just trying to do the right thing.
God damn it. And he's still with Misty. Now, I don't know.
He's still trying to do the right thing. He's out there trying to wear the cap shield and get himself some higher learning. He's not a menace to society. He's just one of the boys in the hood.
Did you was that freestyle?
Huh?
Was that a freestyle?
That was just for the moment.
Just on top? Yeah, that's freestyle on top. Nice.
Yeah.
Falcon is Batman Odyssey bad or Marvel Originville bad? Nothing as bad as Originville. Marvel. He's still dating Misty. Yeah, I don't like that pairing. Yeah. I don't care for that pairing. To me, Misty needs to be with Iron Fist.
They need to work that out eventually.
They need to be. That's the Misty I know and love.
She loves his kung fu. You know, it's gonna be interesting though, like dating after, like, because I wonder how comics are gonna address this if they end up, like, because dating I think is gonna change a lot after this COVID thing. Because you know, like back in the day, and it's already started to change. Like when we were young, you like if you met a girl, like you'd have to like meet her, and then you have to relocate her if you didn't get her phone number. Like it was, if you didn't wind up at the same place, you lost her forever. You know what I mean? There's nowhere like you can't like. Oh, well, what happened? Well, I took a picture and I Google searched her and then I found her image online. So you're gonna be talking to people and be like, well, we met in a Google Hangout, and she gave me her Instagram. I thought things were going good because she liked a couple of my Facebook pages and put me in her. Gave me her Snapchat, and then after talking to her for a while and having some mutual Facebook friends. She gave me her premium Snapchat, and I thought it was all good. So I took her out over Facebook Live, and then she finally invited me to her OnlyFans, and then she blocked me. I don't know.
That's just usually now.
Once you get to OnlyFans, that's like home base for us. First base is the Instagram. Third is like Snapchat Premium. Home base is the OnlyFans.
Was I the only person that liked Falcon with Thor?
With Jane Thor?
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I don't know why they undid that.
Because
and then Rhodey was with Captain Marvel. There was some jungle fever going
on. A lot of swirls going on.
But once you get power, you go black.
I like Carol and Rhodey together because they're both military. That makes sense. I like that, the military group.
They get it.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought that was good. I didn't have no problem with Jane Foster Thor being with Falcon, and I like that because Jane Foster Thor was like the aggressor in that relationship. She was very, come here and just grab that nigga. And he was like, oh, okay, fuck.
You notice Jane and Thor ain't getting back together, so it reigns true even in the MCU. Once you go black, you don't even go back to gods.
Will Falcon?
So I need a new path.
What if Falcon's in Thor: Love and Thunder? He'd be hella out of he'd be hella just out of his element.
Oh shit! The funny part about it though would be if what's it called? He's in it, and then Thor challenges the rap battle. That's the only way to take down.
God damn it! It's written by the Falcon writer. God damn it! Oh no!
I'll fuck you up and your whole Falcon world, son. Free world bitches. Free world. Thor over here. Asgard, baby. Odin power, baby.
There's some bars in there somewhere.
Odin Force.
Heidi Sarah said, let's talk about... Okay, so they do have a new writer for Ant-Man and the Wasp sequel. Jeff Loveness, he writes a bunch of things. He's a comedy writer. Mm-hmm. But he tried to dab into superheroics. He did good stuff, but you could tell that his comedy overpowered the superheroic spot. Mm-hmm. Which, to me, if you ask me, that's the perfect place to do an Ant-Man and the Wasp movie. Yeah. Absolutely. Ant-Man is one of my favorite trilogies out of all the Marvel films. And,
Ant-Man was a surprise hit. Let's keep it 100. That movie was a lot better than I think a lot of people expected it to be.
And I think it's because it was Ant-Man. I think it's because it was an Ant-Man movie, so people went to it saying, what the fuck is an Ant-Man movie? And they left it saying, wow, this is going to be great. MODOK 2, most likely. I'm hearing MODOK is in it. Okay. I'm hearing they're going to focus on Cassie a lot. Cassie Lang.
Which, get Stature in here. Yeah. Get that new generation of heroes started.
Oh, or she goes by Stinger now, which I hate that name.
Stinger, huh?
Stinger, which is better than Stature, but Stinger and Stature. So I'm hearing they're throwing that in there. They're getting Young Avengers going. We already got Kate Bishop coming. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get Teddy soon, and Teddy and Billy.
Okay. Which makes sense. I don't see why not.
I don't see why not either. We need our Young Avengers. I just don't know how they're going to do it. A Young Avengers movie?
Young Avengers movie would be... Well, I mean, I don't know. I think if you do the Young Avengers, I think I would kickstart them with their own films first. I would pick 3. So, one of them already has a show, being Miss Marvel, coming, right?
Okay.
So she has a show coming, or I'd give them shows, introduce them in shows, and then give us features with the in those shows if we can with the predecessor, if we can. So who's on your, if you had to put them in film, who's on your Young Avengers team? Give me your starting 5.
Okay.
Replace your main Avengers.
Here's the problem. I can't use Miles.
Okay.
That sucks.
Okay.
Okay, so
and we don't know. Put it this way. I'm gonna tell you right now. I personally think you won't have a problem by that point using Miles. The only reason, I don't see Sony Pictures coming out of this very well, which means they're gonna need a lot of help from that Marvel partnership that they, I think, pushed hard to get.
Okay.
And that was before this shit happened.
This is true.
Believe me, in that MCU big movie, 4 movies, you don't see another Spider-Verse movie hit during that same year. I think they're gonna need to chuck that out quick.
Well, then fine. Okay, fine. Then okay, we're gonna just for this.
I'm just saying for the future. I think you won't have too much of a problem saying that.
Okay, then Miss Marvel, Miles. Wait, I can only get 5.
I just want to say you're starting 5. We could probably build a team, but let's be realistic. 5 are going to be primary big characters. 3 are 3 are going to be like movie worthy.
Okay.
I mean, we saw that in the last generation because we got three characters got franchises. We had 5 main with the first team: Hawkeye, Widow, Falcon, Thor, and Iron Man.
Right.
You know, Hulkish kind of in there. So
so
5, maybe 6.
Okay, so Miles,
Miss Marvel,
Kate,
okay,
America, and
America Chavez. Okay.
And Billy and Teddy.
So that's 5 and 6 technically. That's almost like a 5 character.
Yeah.
But they're like almost a dual character because they're a package deal. And so we've got the tie to Scarlet Witch. We've got the tie to Spider-Man, who's Avengers-ish. Miss Marvel, so technically Captain Marvel tie. What else was there? America doesn't have a tie.
Damn, no Cassie. No, I gotta get Cassie in there. Okay, all right, take out America, Cassie.
So stature over Cassie, which, okay, I can give it to you. We're not heavily tied back, because I was thinking about the Young Avengers. I was like, we don't have a Thor tie.
No, we don't.
We don't have an Iron Man tie with no Ironheart.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's hard for me because we're gonna eventually.
I'm just saying because these characters are more, and this is where I was gonna get is. These characters you're lining up are more important than any of the sub characters. That's why I wanted to kind of limit it. Right. So Ironheart isn't really standing out that much in your what you desire.
Right.
Kid
Loki, no. I like Kid Loki on the team, but no. Young Avengers. Here's the deal: the Young Avengers that we get on the live action screen is not gonna be the one that we're used to. They're gonna switch it up a little bit. For example, I refuse to believe they'll have Miss Marvel and have her not be a Young Avenger.
Okay.
I'm having trouble with that. If anything, they might just do Champions.
And that's where I think the naming will be interesting.
I was reading what people are saying.
Yeah, someone was saying no Ironheart, and what about Kate?
Yeah, we need the Pet Avengers. No, that would be led by Lockjaw.
Lockjaw, yeah.
But yeah,
that would be a good cartoon. I'm surprised. Disney Plus is fucking up right now. They need to be dropping. They needed to have shit in the pipeline.
Imagine a Pet Avengers cartoon.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
my kid would love that.
Yeah, Pet Avengers cartoon.
DC probably gonna beat him to that.
Yeah, I believe so.
DC animation department is undefeated.
I see her thinking about joining the Young Avengers, but decided not to. I don't think that I don't think that Kamala, they're going to keep her as a solo character. She's not a solo character now. The problem is, I don't see a Young Avengers and the Champions coexisting.
Okay.
I don't see that because there's kind of sort of no point for them to be just separate. They would kind of be the same. Why would they be separate? That's the biggest problem. That, So I see that happening. Avengers is a bigger name than Champions. I see them rolling with Young Avengers other than Champions, which I hate. Or basically her team. It would be her team.
Yeah.
Because Kamala is more popular than Kate. It would still be her team. But here's the deal. Champions is Miss Marvel's team. I don't think she's the leader. I don't think they even have a leader.
No,
I could be
not
wrong.
really. Not really. They kind of split between Miss Marvel. I don't know. Yeah.
Like I've never seen Kamala like lead. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. MTF says she's definitely the leader. I've seen Amadeus do more commands than Kamala.
Well, nah, but I would say in the end, Kamala is
Kamala's the face.
She's the face, but that kind of does make her more the leader. She is the more decisive one. She kind of has the most. She has the most relationships, deepest relationships with each of the team members.
Eli as well. I want Eli. I just don't see him coming up quickly. I could see, and here's my thoughts. Here's my thoughts, and this is just what I'm hearing. You heard it here first. I'm hearing the Bradleys are going to be introduced in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Okay.
I'm hearing that's what they're going to be introducing the Bradleys, which means they might have a younger black male character show up eventually. And if that does happen, then yeah, let's get Patriot in there. They definitely get Patriot in there, and I think that's how we get Eli. Well, exactly.
Okay.
I'm leaning towards that. 6 members, huh? Okay.
You reevaluating?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Miss Marvel's definitely got to be there.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't
She is
see
the
them.
face.
I don't see them doing a Young Avengers team and not including Miss Marvel.
No, let's keep it 100. Out of everybody, she has the show right now.
Yeah.
She's in the lineup.
Yeah.
She is the face. She's the first one we're gonna see out of any of them if they do it.
And Kate's getting practically her own show, so
Yeah.
those two right there,
Yeah.
off rip. Before we even get started, we got Kate and Kamala.
Absolutely.
KK. Let's
KK.
throw in. Let's throw in. Okay. Oh, 3. Stinger. Stature. So we got 3 off rip.
3 off rip.
Before we've even started.
Yeah.
We've got 3 off
3.
rip.
And care to note, Marvel going forward, they're all 80s too.
Actually, we kind of got 5 off rip.
Mm-hmm.
Because in WandaVision, she's showing 2
Well, we
pages.
haven't seen. We haven't.
We've seen. We're
No,
aware.
I'm saying we've got the title announcement.
Okay.
We don't know how far those 2 are going to come.
Okay,
sort of.
okay.
So we know Miss Marvel's getting something.
Yeah.
We've met Stature.
Mm-hmm.
We've already got the announcement show for Kate and the Hawkeye stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So those are already guaranteed. The Scarlet we kind of have to wait on, even though it's suggested.
Mm-hmm.
It's suggested, but we don't 100% know how that's going to play out.
Fine. Let me get this off right here.
So
we got
Kate-
3 girls:
Cassie,
Kate, Cassie,
and
Kamala.
Kamala. Okay.
Eli. Now things get tricky.
Because you've got potentially Sam, Miles, and like we said, Miles is still a possibility at best. But
You know what? Fuck it. Let me give you what I want. Give me 7 people. Okay. So we have Kate, Cassie, Kamala, Eli, Miles,
it's 5.
Wicked, and Oakland.
That's your. Is this your people? Kate, Cassie, Kamala, Eli, Miles, Wiccan, Hulkling.
Yes. Now, if anything, what I would probably do, take out Miles and put in America. Get that Latino flavor in there. Because they've already said they're doing America Chavez.
Okay.
Now, Speed's gonna have to come eventually. I can almost see them not even doing Speed.
He's only gonna get shot.
Actually, no one have him in there.
Let's bring Sonic to the team. Make him
Sonic.
OP. Make him OP.
Oh shit! That's too funny. That's one I would like to see, and yeah, Kate, Cassie, Kamala,
Okay.
Eli, Miles, Wiccan, Oakland. So if we have 8, then we would add him. I can see them not doing Hoagland initially. I don't know. MTF, I want to agree with that, but the whole Empire book is about him. And I don't think that's just a joke. I don't think that's just happenstance. I do feel like something's going to come out of it involving Hoagland. Dear God in heaven, I hope they give him a different name. Dear God. What name could they give Hoagland? Because he's not he's half Skrull, half Kree.
Well, I mean, in this day and age, especially with kids, why don't you just call him Teddy? Isn't that his name?
His name is Theodore. Theo.
But I mean, because he has a relationship with another character on the team.
Yes, he does.
I think that you could, to a degree, you could, what's it called? You could have him, have him go by a human name because he's technically an alien too. And that could be part of his identity and him not having a superhero name. In a world where, we're not wearing as many masks anymore, I could see them just going away from Hoagland and just calling him that to avoid the name. But it would be funny if they call him that as a nickname and have Professor Hoagland in the team.
I like where all this is going.
Because I noticed you didn't put Amadeus on there.
No, and the reason why is because they've already said they're working on an Agents of Atlas show.
Yeah, so
that's a secret that they're doing Agents of Atlas. I'm pretty sure they're gonna keep the Asians in their own little thing, which I'm perfectly for.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? And yeah, I'm completely for it.
Team's a team.
We already got Jimmy Woo.
Okay.
They already announced Shang-Chi, and they've been focusing a lot on the Agents of Atlas, and that's why I think that's another reason why I think Sony's trying to get Silk off.
Yeah, Sony trying to get money. Let's give you one. Sony look, it's dark days ahead. It was already dark on the way up. It's only getting bleaker out here. We kind of need some help.
So I found that you said something that's very interesting.
What's
to
that,
me.
sir?
You said you don't see Sony making it out of this.
I don't see Sony making out of this unscathed.
Why? I don't think anyone is.
Well, Sony in the conversation of the MCU.
Okay.
Just because we were talking MCU stuff.
Okay.
And we were talking about utilizing a character that is over at Sony.
Well, what does Sony have? Other than
Spider-Man and associated characters?
Like, they don't have any other movies?
They have other movies, but you got to think about a shared license is something that they could take more advantage of. And by giving characters over, letting Marvel produce more MCU-based features, it's just higher box office for the film coming out of Sony. And I mean on the sense of, well, look, we could still keep doing the Spider-Verse stuff as its own animated universe. But you guys want to use Miles in live action, why not? We'll put it out of our studio. You can connect it to whatever universe shit you want, just like you do the Spider-Man. There's still our money.
Absolutely.
Why not?
Absolutely.
And I don't mean like them failing and just giving up Spider-Man.
I'm
just saying them being a little more lenient with, what characters you want us to use, we'll produce that movie. Sure. Get Feige over here, get whoever over here to help out with the story and all that other shit, cut down on our costs.
Absolutely.
Why the fuck not?
I'm with you.
Why the fuck not? Matter of fact, you guys want help with production on any MCU Spider-Man cartoons? We would be happy to do whatever we can
I mean,
to,
I never
ride
watched
off
it.
that MCU license.
I never watched it, but I was told the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon was fucking flames. That was one that Sony did, and it's not streaming anywhere. Like, no one is streaming it. I was like...
Spectacular Spider-Man?
The one that Sony did. Whatever that one's called.
Oh, okay. Because I thought the Spectacular Spider-Man was one of the ones that's over on Disney.
Oh, no. That was just... I could be wrong. Sony Spider-Man cartoon.
Yeah, Spectacular Spider-Man looks like the one I think is on Disney Plus right now.
That's not on Disney Plus.
Kids WB, CW.
Yeah,
show,
it was.
So that's
yeah.
not that one.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
It's on Crackle. Someone told me that it's on Crackle.
Spider-Man cartoon, Sony.
Yeah, Mad Chocolate Gaming says it is spectacular. Is that the one that was on MTV? No, even though I want to know who has the rights to that. I guess it's MTV. For those of you who don't know, that MTV did a Spider-Man cartoon that was on MTV, and Doogie Howser, Neil Patrick Harris was the voice of Spider-Man.
Came out on Disney XD. The Sony one? It was on Disney?
Original
network, the season CW. After that, it was on Disney XD. Season 1, Season 2. Distributor, Sony Pictures Home.
I don't think that's the
Spectacular Spider-Man.
Spectacular Spider-Man. Okay, I'm on the wiki page for it.
Yeah. I mean, producers, Marvel was involved.
Yeah.
Distributor, it came out on Disney XD. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that's the one that's on. Let me go to Disney Plus right now.
Yeah, go to the series aired the second season of Marvel Sister Network, Disney XD. Yeah, Bendis pretty much wrote the MTV one. Reception, home media.
Spider-Man.
It's on iTunes Store. Amazon Video, Google Play in the UK. Yeah. But I've been trying to watch
that's probably where I see it on. I see it on Amazon.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's probably where I'd be seeing it on.
I don't even think it's on Prime.
I think because I think you could buy it. And when you could buy it, they give you a lot of extra shit.
Okay, so you probably can buy it easily, but I can't stream any of them. Like, that to me is trash. But that's Sony for you.
I swear I saw it somewhere.
Because I've been trying to watch them too. And you know what? Tracy, if you're still watching, Tracy Irvin, this nigga never watched Earth's Mightiest Heroes till recently.
Really?
You wildin'.
Yeah, Spider-Man was fire. I mean, not Spider-Man, but Earth's Mightiest Heroes was probably one of the better Marvel.
Sony owns Crackle, so that's probably what it's streaming on. Crackle's probably going to get bought out. I don't see Crackle surviving because now people are going to be able to pay as much, so they're going to be cutting down on
things. So you can buy. That's where I always see it, right there.
So
because you can buy it on Amazon.
Oh shit!
But it always shows up under the things I have the Spider-Man.
No, I got you. Makes sense.
So I was like,
Makes sense.
Dude, I see it on streaming. I swear.
Oh yeah, Eve voiced the Black Cat. Shout out to Eve. Question: Is Eve the best female rapper of all time?
Eve.
Wrote her own shit. Had bars. Could rap her ass off. Did a track with Black Thought. You got me with the roots. She barred the fuck out on that.
Fucking Rough Riders. The motherfuckers. Eve was good. Eve. I mean, yeah, I don't recall her ever like just doing shitty music either.
Like her album was pretty. Pitbull in a skirt. That shit was actually pretty fucking flame.
Yeah, that shit was good.
Yeah.
She's. I mean, yeah. I can't. I mean, I gotta say Missy Elliott because that's the correct answer.
Is Missy a rapper though?
Missy
is an entertainer.
Well, here's the thing.
Okay.
Missy came in with rap and evolved her art. It's just like saying, and even though I don't like his music, I still have to say Drake's a rapper.
Okay.
And the nigga don't write most of his own stuff. It's very heavily produced. A lot of his best songs ain't really rap songs.
Ain't really rap songs at all.
You know what I'm saying?
Drake is so fucking smart. I hate that motherfucker. I don't like his music. I don't fuck with him. But that nigga is smart. This nigga made a song strictly for TikTok.
And Queen Latifah was up there.
Latifah's good, but
I gotta say, like, I mean, Latifah was one of the more, like, Latifah wasn't just a rapper, and she didn't stay in the rap game that long before she did other shit.
Yeah.
Complete 180, like, on her career. And even though I have to say she is one of the most talented people to go into rap, but at the same time, think about Will Smith. Will Smith made huge albums without cursing, which is one of the hardest things to do in the rap game. And I wouldn't say that, he is one of the greatest rappers, even though the nigga made hits.
Yeah.
I mean, he has flawless hits out there.
He does. Big Willie style was a fucking smash.
Yeah.
Big Willie style. And he made one of the greatest rap songs ever. Summertime?
Yeah.
Summertime is one of the greatest rap songs ever.
Yeah.
That song is older than most people's children.
Nope.
And it still gets played.
That motherfucker, yeah.
Regular spins.
Regular spins on that track. I mean,
Regular spins.
Will Smith did it. I mean,
First rap Grammy.
Dude, you still even hear "Here Come the Men in Black" on the motherfucking radio. That's a song to a fucking movie. How many movie songs do you hear like that?
People can't even name the original sample that song is from. Like, how you just take that nigga's shit? It's just like I got 5 on it.
Motherfuckers don't know about the Loonies. Niggas don't know Yuck Mouth still be putting out shit.
Yuck Mouth still out shit. I don't know what Numbskull's doing, but Yuck Mouth's still out
I think he out of prison at least.
Oh yeah, well the Bay
Numbskull's
Area
one of
rappers
those.
are always in
and out. Bay Area rappers, Sacramento rappers, all of them. Remember X-Rated?
Goddamn. X-Rated still locked up, ain't he?
No, I think he finally got out like 2 years ago. I think X-Rated actually got out, and Brother Lynch ain't rapping. I don't think.
For those of you who don't know, X-Rated is a Sacramento rapper. He was one of the first rappers who actually rapped about shit that he did.
Yep.
So
and was rapping over the prison phone.
Yes, and he rapped over the prison phone. He went by Nefarious. And X-Rated and Brother Lynch, a lot of people's favorite rappers wouldn't be here if it wasn't for X-Rated and Brother Lynch.
Yep.
Cause they were the first niggas to rap about like shit.
Yeah. September 14th, 2018, after serving 26 years in prison. I remember I was listening to these niggas when the nigga went to prison.
X-Rated is out. Heisman Taylor just said it. X-Rated is out. What the
he's
fuck?
out. He's out.
Wow.
I told you, I thought he got out after a while. Because I remember thinking to myself, like, bro, I'm so old. I remember when X-Rated went to prison, and now he's out.
Yeah. He, for those who know, X-Rated is a rapper.
Nigga went for murder.
He
first
shot
degree.
somebody. He killed somebody. Yep. Wrote a song about it. And then they arrested him. And then at his indictment, they played the song.
Yep.
And he did 26 and got out.
He was sentenced to 31 to life, which he served most of them. And think about it. Here's the best part about his discography. The nigga went. He got sentenced. What year? Hold on. He got sentenced in
90.
It was early 90s.
Psychoactive was 90.
Yeah, no. So 92. His albums went from 92, 95, 99, 2000, 2000 again. He released 2 albums in 2000. 2001, he released another 2. 2003, he released another 2. Came again in 2000. Like this nigga, he has more albums than most rappers, and all of them were in jail except for one.
Yeah. He recorded them over the phone.
Yeah.
Forget me not.
He got collabs while he was in prison.
He put out a lot of music.
Macaframa Lava, even if I'm in the slammer, cause I'm
nice.
Your
answer to he's from Cali.
Oh my god, what was the line? What's it called? He said, I lost my pretty bitch, but I gained an ugly soldier. I was like, damn, bro. Because if you knew niggas in prison, like, that was the thing. Like, niggas go in with this, like, hot, like, motherfucking Lowrider magazine chicks and everything. And then when they in prison, it's like, it's Kim from The Office. So, Kim got a job and she ain't got no boyfriend.
I'm just saying, like,
but she right.
Lynch and X-Rated were the first niggas to rap about shit that make you go, whoa. Like, the shit that Odd Future was doing, the shit that Eminem was doing. Yeah. Brother Lynch and X-Rated did it first, but they weren't being funny. They were just saying shit like
Liquor Sick.
Like, Liquor Sick, Brother Lynch said,
baby guts.
You wanna, because when you with that 666, you wanna fuck the devil and his totally fuck the shit out of his bitch. And I admit, my brain is kind of sick, but now I'm like Jay Dahmer. I'm chewing up on that evidence. Like, that nigga was just saying, and people are like, oh my God.
Like, whoa.
Like,
cannibalism?
Cannibalism? He pretty much wrote a whole song about sucking dick of babies and
eating babies and guts all the time.
He did a whole
Liquor sick and I just might lose control.
X-Rated was the bitch killer.
Lips, folks, 'cause I'm riding with my folks.
And Lynch was called the baby killer.
Yeah.
Like, this nigga would shoot babies. He would do songs about shooting babies.
Yeah. But I gotta give it to him though, because I remember the first Lynch track I heard. That shit had me hooked. Nigga, refuse to lose.
I
refuse to lose. Fucking 22s. I got an AP10 and a throwaway Tech 9. So you know you can't fucks with mine.
Lynch has one of the best choruses of all time.
Yep.
With me, it's like an American Express. I don't leave home without my Smith & Wesson bulletproof vest.
And who was that female they had? She had...
Zigzag?
Yeah, I think it was her.
Yeah, Zigzag. He's still with her.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's still with her. Zigzag was a rapper. Oh shit, he said then he go around looking at chocolate. He said didn't he go in and around the same time as Big Lurch?
Yeah. I brought Lynch's direct-to-DVD movie. I can shit
Is
you
that
not,
Let's
nigga.
Eat? Let's Eat? I think it was called that. Let's Eat.
I shit you not, nigga. I had 2 experiences with Brother Lynch when that nigga lived in Oak Grove, up the street from my cousin Melly.
Nice.
One, this nigga Melly went through, and I remember this the first time I really come out and kind of kicked it in Sacramento, because my parents went somewhere, and I came out and stayed with my aunt. She had bought a house in Oak Grove. And I shit you not, bro. We was like, because we was going to get some weed. And this nigga was at the Wendy's off Bond Road in Oak Grove. This nigga Brother Lynch was at that Wendy's. And he was like, nigga, give me like 50 for the weed. And I was like, oh, we just going to get an 8. Nigga, I told you I want like a zip. Like an ounce. I apologize for all the squares out there. We wanted an ounce of marijuana, and he was asking for $50. He's like, nah, nigga, it's going to be hella weed. Now, I'm from the Bay, where every bit of weed I've ever smoked up until that point, it was like 17, 18, was green or purple. That was one of the only colors I understood. This nigga came back with a giant ass brick of some fucking Bammer. Like the most Bammerski Bammer. I was like, I thought this is the like rap nigga. Like,
hey, real quick, Heisen Turtle, let me say this. Don't give me no Bammer weed.
We don't smoke that shit in the FFC, nigga. I'm from the Bay, nigga. Don't give me no Bammer joint. It's the Black Sea, nigga, and I'm straight to the point. Chilling outside on a hot day. Nigga, I'm fucking RBL, nigga.
RBL posse. Shout out to
niggas.
Shout out, I think his name was Black Caesar, who was like, dude, there was a time Bay Area hip hop was running shit.
Hell yeah.
There was a time.
Nigga, Richie Rich, E40, nigga, Spice One,
3
nigga.
times crazy.
3X, nigga.
Don't give me no Bammer weed.
We don't smoke that shit in the SSC. But he had the wham skis, man. He had the super wham skis. And the other time we went to his house, because I was distributing the product at the time. And I saw this nigga half ounce, and he was like, damn, nigga, this shit fire, bro. This shit hella great. Because I guess in Sac at the time, especially Elk Grove area, like, it was just, niggas had all kind of brown shit. I mean, I remember sitting there pulling the shit apart. I was like, nigga, this is like tobacco, nigga. What the fuck?
It was a chew.
Bro, you shaking, nigga. It was like raining seeds and stems and shit down. Like, the fuck are you doing with this shit, man? This ain't even smokable, nigga. There's a bluebird on my shoulder. Can I kill it? Somebody. Oh no, that was Crucial Conflict. You remember Crucial Conflict?
Yeah, of course.
Somebody's peeping in my window. Pow. Nobody. Or is that Goody Mob?
That was Goody Mob, nigga.
God damn it. Crucial Conflict. The click. Dude, even though I don't fuck with R. Kelly anymore, that song, Ghetto Queen, with R. Kelly and Crucial Conflict.
Yeah.
Oh my god, nigga.
Hey, R. Kelly made hits. Like, you don't gotta like fuck with it now,
Yeah,
but
I can't
hits.
listen to 12 playing the same way.
No. He was one of my favorite
There is
songs.
something wrong with the little Bubba Grindson, man.
I'm fucking you tonight with Biggie. Like I can't listen to that ever again.
What do you do?
Oh no, you must be used to be spending.
And all that cheese, whining and dining. Well, I'm fucking you tonight. And another one.
Relax.
And another one.
We can't do that. We can't fuck with R. Kelly no more.
Yeah, we can't do. We don't support the R. Kelly rules.
Oh shit.
Yeah, cause Jigga wasn't guilty, but Kelly.
I get in trouble.
Only 50% of that song is correct.
I get in trouble, but MTF gonna get mad at me. I always say Biggie was overrated.
Biggie was overrated.
I say he's overrated.
I mean, I'm from the West Coast, so I agree.
Oh no. Here's the deal. Here's my thing.
First off, fuck your bitch in the clique you claim. West side when we rock of equipment gang.
What is the better intro track? First off, fuck your bitch in the clique you claim, or I bomb atomically.
First off, fuck your
Wow! Over I bomb atomically?
Dude, there was see, this is where I always gotta give people is when you start to think about stuff in hindsight, there was something so personal about the way Pac came. Because remember, Pac came right out.
Oh yeah.
And did that shit. The way he started off with his beat.
Yeah.
With the way the video did, nigga.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so personal in your face. The motherfucker had the diss video and everything on MTV and shit, nigga. Like, nigga.
And it wasn't even his beat.
That's what nigga broke out of the. This nigga broke out of flow just to talk shit in the middle of the song. Named all you and your homies, nigga. Fuck. But he said, first of all, fuck Mobb Deep, fuck Biggie, fuck Bad Boys label. I'm a motherfucking crew.
I'm a bad boy killer.
Bad boy, fuck you too.
Yeah.
Chino XL. Fuck you too. Nigga talking about the niggas having sickle cell. Nigga said, that's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
I'm a bad boy killer. Jay-Z died too. Looking up for Mobb Deep. Nigga went to find like this.
I mean, let's keep it 100. Nigga. I mean, it was.
Get Money remix was clean.
It felt so personal.
But here's why I say this: that
it was
Biggie,
just.
you know how Nas gets a battle rap nowadays?
Does he?
Yeah, of course.
No, I guess. You ain't hip hop kids. I mean, these kids talk shit about Eminem.
Well, in fact, that's true. But here's the problem. Here's the thing: Nas is falling off. I think that I can say that in fairness. Like Nas is not as good as he used to be. Can that be fair? Is that a fair statement?
I can completely agree with that because I didn't even know Nas was still in the game.
Now here's the deal.
I thought the nigga retired.
Now here's the deal. Now imagine if Nas died after his second album.
Oh yeah.
He'd be considered a GOAT, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong. I get shit for all this time, for this shit all the time. But Machiavelli was showing the beginning of the end of Pac's rap career.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Pac was gonna be doing way more movies. Pac was done as a rapper. All Eyes on Me was the zenith, nigga. He shouldn't have done. Machiavelli came out because he died. He probably wouldn't have dropped a lot of that. That shit would have probably got spread out, reworked, whatever.
Those were all songs that were never supposed to be released.
Yeah. None of the shit that you see after that was supposed to, should have came. Pac was well on his way to being a movie, to Queen Latifah in the movie game, Ice Cubing it.
Yeah.
You would have seen, Barbershop would have been there with Pac's bald ass, nigga.
One thing I just found out recently, I didn't even know. You know that song "Toss It Up" that Tupac did?
Yeah. Let me see.
Do you know that's don't you know that's the No Diggity beat?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was the No Diggity beat.
Oh.
It's the No Diggity beat, and there's like beef behind it. Like the No Diggity beat was given to Blackstreet and Death Row, and then Death Row were being dicks about it. So Blackstreet to get back at them threw Dre on it. That's why Dre is randomly on that song. Yeah. So why is Dre on this track?
Dre dropped the verse.
So Dre's on there. So they said, fuck you. And so then they did Toss It Up and put hella singers on it. And and I was wondering, why did Dre catch a stray on the last verse on there? No longer Dre Day. Oh, people don't Wait.
Just shake. Damn.
Punk shit, what a dumb move. Cross Death Row, now he gonna run. I said, wait, I thought the song was about women. Punk shit, what a fuck dumb move. Quick. Pretending to be hard, oh my God, check your temperature. Screaming Compton, but you can't return.
Oh my God.
They wait for this new era, because we untouchable. Still can't believe that it got pop. I'm like, wait, we're talking about bitches. Why you?
Let's change up real quick. It got real personal.
That shit got
real personal.
Shit, that just escalated.
I thought we were going straight. This is left. This is definitely left. You took this one left. But no, I think next to No Vaseline, Pac has one of the greatest diss tracks. And I think a lot of people, and a lot of it has to do with you being there at the time. And don't get me wrong, I completely agree that Pac was like, when I heard Machiavelli, I was like,
yeah.
This ain't what it was.
You can tell that he was building up to another album because he shot videos for Toss It Up and Live and Die in L.A.
Yeah.
The best tracks on the album.
Yeah.
Because Hail Mary's great, but I can't,
it a lot of it felt unrefined and unfinished.
Yes.
And I think that he was building up, but at the same time, like you said, I think he was transitioning.
Yeah.
You could tell he was making, gang related, the motherfucker was Bullet, gang related. Those movies were putting him in a really good lane with good actors. People really liked working with him.
Sometimes I forget he was in Poetic Justice.
Yeah.
He did a whole movie with Janet Jackson.
Juice?
Yeah, he was in
Juice.
Juice was when you're like, all right, this nigga's different. Like, all right, this nigga, okay, all right, this nigga's different.
People said the career that Pac had ahead of him was just, he would have been doing very well. But at the same time, I think rap-wise, his death helped his rap career a lot. But if you were there at the time, it's much like being a kid when, Michael Jackson Bad came out, or Thriller, or something like that. Like, nigga, I don't give a fuck what you said. Don't tell me shit about no Weeknd or no Chris Brown. They ain't there. No. Like 1/99th of that nigga. Don't get me wrong. If you took Chris Brown, Bruno Mars, and The Weeknd, and you squished them together, you'd have at least 1/3 of Michael Jackson. But none of these niggas got grown ass men crying their eyes out at concerts before the nigga get on stage.
My man had fathers fainting.
Niggas
were fainting.
And you ain't talking about you saw a video of a nigga. No, you talking about there is tents for the groups of niggas that faint regularly at this motherfucking concert. Mm-hmm. Like, this motherfucker was so big that he took Brooke Shields to the Grammys. As Eddie Murphy said, and niggas just let it happen.
Just let it happen.
Like, at that time, niggas would have been strung up for that shit.
Yeah.
Like, Michael Jackson was something different.
He was.
Especially when you consider the time. It's a different world now. Just like people talk about M. When M was out, the reason M didn't battle anybody big is because niggas didn't want the smoke.
I know.
That's why he went after the people he did.
But when Eminem dropped, Eminem was already official. Like, people knew about Eminem. Yeah,
because he won that underground battle.
He won Scribble Jam.
Yeah.
He won a bunch of Scribble Jams, and his shit was all over the place. He battled Immortal Technique. Like a lot of rappers that we know nowadays started in Scribble Jam. So they knew who Eminem was. Yep. The difference between Eminem and all them niggas is that Eminem could write songs. I always tell people, this is what separates Eminem from all them other niggas, is that Eminem can actually write songs. Yep. He wasn't just a crazy spitter.
He had a pen.
Songs. Yeah.
You got a pen, you could do different things. And that was one of the great things about him in the day that he came out he came out with the best beat maker out there. And like Dre said, when the way Dre could put down a beat, M could come down with the song. And you gotta think, like, nigga, all the little rap battles and all the little hot tracks you come out with, the songs that make your career last are the Lose Yourself.
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something controversial. Has Jay-Z made a better song than Stan?
No. Jay-Z, I don't know what people keep
I like Jay. I think Jay is great. No. I think they place him way too high on the pedestal, if you ask me.
Especially rap-wise. Jay, put it this way. Jay-Z is below Nas in actual, rap ability. When you go over to the producer category, Jay-Z sits in that top 3 to 4 because Jay-Z knows how to make great songs, great albums, but Jay-Z is not the greatest rapper. Jay-Z don't even sit nowhere near that top 25 of rap ability. Yeah. He good, but his ability, Big Pimpin' ain't, like you said, Big Pimpin' ain't Stan.
and Jay-Z ain't even the best rapper on Big Pimpin'.
Yeah. Not by a long shot.
Fucking
Memphis Bleek could eat Jay-Z alive.
Pimp C wrote that beat. So when I talk about hip-hop, I always talk about you don't have to be the best rapper on a song. You can ride the beat better. And I always talk about how Pimp C rapped on Big Pimpin'. I said you rarely hear people quote Jay-Z's part. But when they think of Big Pimpin' and Jay-Z spitting, someone's even bun. It's big because yo, who's my name? My bad, this area. Like, he was getting, but then here comes Pimp C. Smoking high, throwing up, keep a leader in my cut. Everybody wanna ball, hollering balls at the mall. Nigga, I can't fuck with y'all. And I was like, oh shit. That nigga Jay-Z had to get back in the booth and did an additional verse. He had to. He's like, wait a minute.
Ate me on my own song, bro. He ate me on my own song.
He came back in on the video. He had a new verse. Niggas like, what? And Jay-Z even talked about it. He was like, man, them niggas ate me. He's like, man, I could have just sit there and let that happen.
Yeah.
Kid to be and Stan to be enough for Pamela, Angela Lee, MTV, Jam of the Week.
But then keep it, like Matt Talking Game was saying Big and Pac had to die for him to come up. Let's keep it 100. Big and Pac didn't have to die just for Jay-Z to come up. Even Jay-Z was kind of already in the background, but the game changed, which is why Jay-Z came up. Like
I can't let you do that, Mad Chocolate Gaming. I can't let you do that. You left out Pun.
Oh, yeah.
Pun had more hits than Jay easily.
Yeah.
Pun, Capital Punishment still gets spent.
People forget it. Pun left a big hole in the game too.
Mm-hmm.
Pun left a big, because Pun would have easily just kept things going in New York the way they were.
Yeah.
When Pac, Big, Pun, that whole era kind of died out, you saw the whole game change, and the game like did a whole 180 in terms of content. Like it went much more to visuals and lifestyle, product purchasing, placement. That's why Puff was so big. That's why P was able to kind of move in, because P mixed it up from the hood to the like cash flow kind of stuff. That's the only reason why Cash Money was able to get as big as they were. The game changed. Like that kind of shit was still kind of punkish shit.
Cash Money straight rode on the No Limit coattails and just went and just took that shit. Like that's
No Limit was No Limit is the Soulja Boy of that day.
Yeah.
Like people talk about like all the things that resulted after Soulja Boy. That's what happened with No Limit.
No Limit were 100% independent. 100%. Even Cash Money wasn't 100% independent. They weren't. They were signing Universal. No Limit were making their own CDs. They were putting out themselves. They were shooting their own movies. They're shooting their own shit. The only thing close to this right now, the No Limit, and they surpassed it, of course, is Strange. Strange music is now pretty much No Limit. Like, they do everything themselves. They have their own distribution. They're doing their own shit.
Yep. And on that Forbes list doing it.
Puffy Mace video. Hey, those were iconic, because people still make fun of those two.
Been around the world,
I remember when P was in Richmond. Yeah, I learned about Master P from West Coast Ballers, the mixtapes he did. West Coast Ballers, TRU, True.
Yep. Oh, bro, I had TRU, True to the Game.
To the Game.
I knew. Here's how I heard about Master P. We used to go to the little skating rink. They used to also turn into a club. There's these two twin girls that went to De Anza. And they went to De Anza with the nigga Silk the Shocker. And this motherfucker Silk was always talking about how he's going to be a rapper. And I guess that nigga used to rap and shit at school. One time everybody said this nigga was trash. But motherfucker was going to be having like music. I mean, but he was like featured and shit like that. Yeah. And that was around the time of the motherfuckers putting out the first initial like tapes and shit. So I was like, okay, let me see who this Master P nigga, this No Limit shit is. And thankfully I didn't hear Silk first. You know what I mean? But I remember Bout It. I remember
Ice Cream Man.
Ice
that
Cream
he
Man.
stole from
Mr.
Yuck Mouth.
Ice Cream Man.
That he stole from
Ice
Yuck
Cream
Mouth.
Man. Master P, the Ice Cream Man.
Bout it. And what was crazy was
TRU is true to the game.
The best rapper in the group was C Murder. C Murder was like better than.
Did C Murder ever get out?
No, he got life.
He life, right?
He a lifer. He got in.
Yeah,
they got that nigga on video. You can't even argue this.
C Murder shit. Remember Cain and Abel?
Them
niggas had Mia X. They had their own female rapper.
Yeah,
nigga.
Mia X. Fiend.
Fiend's CD was hot
Fiend,
though.
yeah.
That nigga had that whole little like
one in every family. Mystical. Mystical, like it was just.
They just had rapper after rapper after rapper. Gravedigger.
Skullduggery.
Skullduggery CD was kind of hot though.
They put out dope shit. Like they're putting out dope shit.
Yep.
But we've gone way over our time as usual.
But we turned to a rap podcast.
This is a rap podcast.
We'll cut this one to 2 shows. This is Common Niggas Talk Rap Volume 1.
Oh shit. Well, I want to thank you guys for joining us for Quarantine Comics.
Thank you for tuning in to Quarantine Comics. I love it.
We'll see you guys all hopefully next week. Stay your ass at home.
Stay at home. It ain't that important to go out. Keep hunting down toilet paper, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Get that paper.
Get that paper.
Get that paper.
Oh shit,
Get
man.
them rolls. Man, shit, I just found an 80 roll the other day. Should be
There you go. You ordered it?
Yeah.
Nice. Let me come in there. Look at you waiting for it.
Yeah,
Oh man.
about to check in the mail like, where my TP at?
Hey, MTF next week for real. Like next week. He said maybe I can come out the racial draft next week. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
It's nothing. You could have done it today.
It's an open invitation for the show, fam. Yeah.
There's toilet paper in my corner, so you better go to that bodega.
Hey,
nigga.
that's what the last thing I did is I hit the bodega, nigga. I grabbed like 4 of them. And it was like, let me get them little 4-packs.
Shit.
That should be like 1 ply, nigga.
1 ply, yeah, we did that double.
Hey, bro, that's what's gonna happen, nigga. Niggas gonna be getting ghosted online. Be like, hey, man, nigga, I thought we was in good, man. I even sent her some toilet paper, nigga. She be like, I dissed that nigga. He sent me 1 ply, nigga. She know I'm with that Charmin, nigga.
I don't want that Charmin.
It should need to be quilted in at least 2 ply. Out here with these 1 ply
Give me with that quilted northern.
Look.
Quilted northern.
It better be Charmin, quilted northern. I even take cotton nail, but don't hit me with that great value brand.
Oh shit. I don't even know what type of toilet paper we have. I just be wiping my
Nigga, man. I get that cotton nail with the aloe and everything. Nigga, my ass is special.
And that is our show. The world's surviving comic podcast.
World's last podcast.
The
Best
world's last
podcast in
podcast.
Omniverse by default.
Yes.
Staying open indefinitely.
Yes.
Essentials.
Yeah.
But thank you for tuning in.
Thank
Boy,
you.
Phony Toast, the toastest with the
Live
most
from the
distant.
bomb shelter is Task the Old Nerdy
There
Bastard.
don't be no goddamn bombs.
Ain't no bomb
COVID
shelter?
bad enough. I'm trying to have no bombs.
Shit, man.
Thank you for tuning in,
We'll
y'all.
see y'all next week.
Peace.